welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do another review. Lighting's a little off, but I am in a different room right now, so bear with me. But this is going to be a microphone. Be honest with you, I do not know how to say the name of this company, but I'm going to say BUGHA or BUGHA. I don't know how to say it, but it is sold at Five Below. This particular microphone, they actually sell many products, keyboards, mounts, other things, headsets. But today we're going to talk about this microphone for those that are looking for something cheap and affordable that they can use with a simple setup. So with that being said, let's hop right into this video and see what comes inside the box. Alrighty guys, so like I said, this microphone is $10 from Five Below. You can see the price right here. I'm very transparent when I do these videos, so I kind of just keep everything the way you see it. So, oops, slice the box a little bit. That's okay. Oh, don't cut my finger, so that matters. So right here, I actually owned this microphone before. This was before I was doing reviews. This is when I first started off doing YouTube, and yeah. It's not a bad microphone, but I'm going to show you that, of course, in real time, how everything is. Not everybody wants to just buy a $120, $130 microphone. Sometimes it's not affordable, and depending on how you're starting off, whether you're streaming, software is key. So you may have a microphone that may not be as aesthetically pleasing to the eye or have all the features like volume and gain and all types of things like that. But as long as you're starting off and you're consistent, eventually you should upgrade your things over time. Never start at the top, because you never know how your streaming career or videos are going to be. So just manage your expectations. But anywho, this is about the microphone. So right here, this is what we have. It's very, very simple. It's plug and play. So you don't need any software necessary in order to use this, or what will happen is Windows, you don't have to physically go to a website for software. As soon as you plug this up to the PC, Windows will automatically install whatever is necessary, and then you're good to go. So of course, this microphone right here obviously is movable. Let me move the stuff out of the way for you guys. So you can move this around with any issue. So if you're one of those people where you're not quite sure about how you should position your microphone, or you don't want this too close to your desk next to your keyboard, you will have the option to kind of just stretch this out however you feel. Just want to show you guys in real time so you can see that it does a very good job of conforming to how you want things to be, so that you can either have the microphone out of reach when you're recording, you can have it in front of your face, it won't take up too much space in front of your keyboard. The good thing is it doesn't need to be charged or anything like that. The microphone does work as is as soon as you plug it in. And of course, if you're using particular settings, you're able to go to your settings and make sure that if you have multiple microphones hooked up to your PC, you can make this the primary. So that's what we're going to actually do. I already pulled out all my microphones from my PC, and I'm going to show you guys how it sounds with different scenarios. Let me give you 3 of them. 1 will be with the regular Windows recording software. 2 will be with the camera that I'm using. I'm going to use this as the audio. And the 3rd one is going to be Twitch Studio, which is a free application. There's OBS, there's I forget some of the other ones, but there's a lot of different softwares out there. I just want to show you that, you know, don't be discouraged. You're going to hear the audio is going to differ based on the software. That's why I say software is key when it comes to these things. So with that being said, let me stop rambling. Let's hop right into those sections of the video. All right guys, so in this first recording, this is how the microphone would sound if you're using basic software, meaning this isn't any downloaded software. This is simply, I'm using my camera. I hit the camera button. It gives you the option to actually set up your microphone through this right here. As you can see, this does have the lights. I'll show you guys in real time. So that's how it will look on. And when you tap the button, it turns it off and ends up putting it in mute. So you do have a mute button. Now what I will say is, if you use actual software, it will be a difference in how well the sound is, and we're about to experience that right now. I'm going to take you guys to Twitch Studio, where I'm going to show you how it sounds when using Twitch Studio. Alright guys, so I'm going to try to keep this microphone stable for you, but this is how the headset is going to sound if you're using it inside of Twitch Studio. Let me go ahead and start this game up real fast so you can see how it moves, how it sounds as I'm actually walking around and fighting zombies and whatnot. And you could come to a, what is that?
There's a freak nearby.
Jesus Christ.
out scavenging and I saw some bodies there at Plague Zone.
I'll let that guy kill me. Anyway, the point is that this game is actually called State of Decay 2 for those that wanted to know.
Make sure this doesn't happen to us again.
But long story short,
I've got it.
when you're recording with audio, sometimes certain audio can sound really bad. Get up there. There you go. Alright, sometimes audio can sound really bad when you're doing this, especially with generic software like the regular Windows and record button, or I forget the combination of buttons, but this is how your game is actually going to sound. If you decide to use Twitch Studio for software, granted this microphone does not have any type of settings or software necessary. It just downloads automatically when you connect it to your computer, and then you're good to go. So here's an example. So the last part, now it might be the worst of the audio, is I'm going to record directly from the PC itself, and we're going to determine how good, with no software whatsoever outside of what comes with Windows, how well this is actually going to operate. Alright guys, so in the last section of this video, let me see if I can stabilize this thing. There we go. Should be stabilized. Alright, so in the last section of this video, this is how it's going to sound if you're recording directly from Windows itself. Now, for those that are unaware of this, I personally use controllers when I play games. And if you hit the home button, it takes you to a menu, which allows you to adjust your microphone levels, volume, and other things. And again, this is State of Decay 2, same game, same area. Just wanted to give you an idea of how it actually sounds, how it's going to run if you decide to use no type of software except for what Windows gives you. It's kind of like there are different, with Android devices, there are different cameras out there that you can download that might support your phone better. It's the same could be said with streaming software. So if you're using Twitch Studio, if you're using StreamYard, or I think it's called StreamYard, I forget the exact app's called, or OBS, there are different applications that you can actually use that you may pay for or may be free that will give you a better quality of sound. And what I mean by that, actually I'll explain that in the last section what I mean by that. So now you know how it sounds right here for direct recording from PC. So in this last part of the video, probably hear some buzzing in the background. That only happened, I noticed, when I used this particular microphone. It picks up a lot of subtle noises, period. And to be honest, this isn't the best microphone for the price point. Now, I've done quite a few microphones on this channel. Some of them came from Five Below. And I can honestly say that, in my opinion, those performed a lot better, especially when it came to louder noise. It did better from isolating background noise. Not that the microphones were meant to do that, but it just seems like it was just a better brand of microphone. Granted, this company, I don't know how to say the name, BUGHA, they tend to make keyboards and just accessories all over the board for different computers in general, which I like a lot of their products. I like it a lot, especially that it's being sold at Five Below. I've gotten mats from them, keyboards, mouse pads, mouses themselves, so it does vary. But when it comes to this particular microphone, I'm just going to be honest, this is the lowest of the low that you can really get, especially if you're starting off. Personally, if it was me, you can probably get better sound if you're recording with a Bluetooth dongle and just plug in your earpods or some type of headset that might have better clarity. Now, and that's not for everybody. Some people like the whole over-the-head experience because you're immersed in what you're doing, especially with streaming or gaming, and I do understand that. But you got to remember, these aren't high-end products. This is the look that you see here, but it's not a high-end product at all. And I can honestly say with certainty that the other microphones that are $5, $5.55 before taxes, whatever it is, there's another one that is $10 that I did on this channel not too long ago, where it comes with the full setup, where it isolates the noise. I forget the little thing in front of it that sits in front of the microphone that helps filter noise and helps. They just have better quality microphones under different companies under Five Below. But if you're one of those people where you want the physical mute button, you like the fact that the microphone is what's the word we're looking for here? You can bend it however you want. If you like those types of features, then this microphone will work for you. But if you're talking in Discord, if you're talking just doing regular recordings, you might come off as a little choppy. Some people might hear a little bit buzzing or your background noise. You do need to be aware of that. Now, granted, this is my second microphone for them. I had one in the past before I upgraded to like the Blue Yeti. Unfortunately, I'm in my living room right now, so I can't actually, show you the different microphones. They're kind of packed away at the moment. But this isn't bad for the price. Don't get me wrong. $10, this is a decent product. The problem with this product is that they sell other ones at the store that are better, in my opinion. That's it. So if you see this here and you're like, well, you know what, I want the RGB lights, whatever it's called. You want that whole aesthetic where you have the light up keyboard. They have that there. They have the keyboard. They have the light up mouse. They have this. Yes, it's cool to buy them all together. And I think you won't be disappointed, especially if you're a new streamer or you're just trying to record. I don't think you'll have an issue. But if we're talking about longevity and quality of sound, I don't see this microphone doing that for you. Just being honest. I don't see that happening. But if you buy it and you have no other choice and it's the only thing there, then it's better than nothing. But again, go full Bluetooth if you feel some type of way. Some people don't like Bluetooth because of the connectivity. Again, I do certain videos, so I don't have that issue. I've done some recordings under Bluetooth while playing games. I didn't have any issues whatsoever. But it also depends on the type of computer that you have, because I don't have a budget computer. It's more on the higher end side. So, just something to think about. Also, again, if you see other headsets there, buy them instead. Speakers. The clip-on microphone, to me, had better audio sound, and you had the option to use a dongle with it if you needed to and plug it to your PC. This is strictly not micro USB, but USB-A. So we'll plug into a wall. I'm sorry, a wall. What am I saying? It'll plug into a computer with no problem through a USB, and that is how it will work. That's why I download software. There's no additional accessories. Some of these other headsets, you require dongles to connect them, or they're more so meant for tablets and phones and things like that. But it's okay. It's okay, but there are better options. That's basically the gist of it. So, with that being said, this is the end of the video. If this sounds a little bad, the quality, do forgive me for that, but I did want it to actually talk to you guys on this microphone, so you can actually hear it in real time rather than, me saying, oh, it sounds great, it's so amazing, oh, I tore it out in the box and blah, 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 latency. No. I don't need to give you all that technicalities. You're hearing it right now in real time. Well, not real time, but you know what I mean. This is the recording, and this is the actual microphone being recorded. And I'm going to do this anyway, kind of like shake it a little bit, because it tends to pick up other noise too. So it's you want this on a solid desk when you do decide to use it, so that way it won't pick up every noise, every shake, it'll pick up everything. So just be aware of that also. Alright guys, I forgot to say this last part. That's the review. We're done. Like, subscribe, and if you have any questions about the microphone, you want me to put it some type of stress test, you want me to sing with this thing on FL Studio to determine if the audio comes out clear enough for you to mix it, I don't mind doing it. Just let's talk about it in the comment section. Again, be safe, and hope everybody's good.